guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, my name is Elise. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. And if you are not new, then of course, thank you guys so much for coming back for another video. And for today's video, I'm super duper excited because we are officially, actually not officially, we've been, okay? We are in Pisces season. Holla! Where my Pisces at? If you guys have been with me for a little over a week, then you will know that I am doing a Zodiac series here on my channel, and I will be doing it all throughout the year as the Zodiacs are among us. So with that being said, this is going to be my Pisces inspired makeup tutorial. I'm like one of those people where I'm like, oh my god, you're so like that because you're a Pisces. So anyways, you guys, like the last time, I'm going to kick it off with how I created this makeup look, and then after that, you're going to want to stick around. I'm going to give you guys the scoop. I'm going to get into it, and we're going to talk. We're going to chit chat. So anyways, you guys, if you're interested in seeing how to get this makeup and you're interested in learning a little bit more about Pisces, then of course, please keep watching. I'm going to start off by taking my Too Faced multi-sculpting concealer in the shade Natural Beige. I'm going to use this as a primer. This is always the first step for me because I always have to make sure that I'm priming my eyelids, and I usually use concealer for this step. Next, to set the concealer, I'll be taking the Coty Airspun Loose Face Powder. I love this stuff. It's super affordable, and it's honestly such a great powder, so do not sleep on Coty Airspun powder. Oh, I'm just going to put this all over my eyelids to make sure I set that concealer. So for the eye makeup, I'll be taking the Zodiac palettes by Beige Cosmetics. I'll be taking a mix of both of them. I'm going to start off with this one, and I'm going to be taking the shade Aquarius. It's just like this light matte brown shade, and I'll be using this as a transition shade, and I'm just going to put it in my crease in windshield wiper motions. So next I'll be taking the shade Pisces from the other Beige Cosmetics palette. It is definitely a little bit deeper than the one that I've just applied, and this is just going to go on top of the shade that I just used. Again, windshield wiper motions with a blending brush, and essentially what I'm trying to do here is just deepen up the shades. And if that's not already confusing enough, I'll be going back to the first Zodiac palette, and I'll be taking the shade Pisces again, but this is from the first palette, which is definitely a really deep, rich chocolate brown, and as you guys can see, it really adds so much dimension to the look because it is the deepest brown that I'll be using to create this eyeshadow look. Alright, next I'll be taking the shade Pisces from this palette, but this is the shimmery shade. It's kind of like a shimmery golden champagne color, and I'll be using this with a Morphe, I think it's a M174 brush. And it's just going to go on my lid, and as you guys can see, it is super pigmented. I did not use any Fix Plus, any water, any spray, nothing. This is the shade on its own, and it is super pigmented, and I'm just going to be putting that all over my eyelid for a little extra something, you know what I mean? Alright, so moving on to the face, I'm going to take the Cover FX Blurring Primer. This is my jam. I love this primer. I'm just going to be putting that into my skin, and as you guys can see, I kind of push the product in, really cover up all those pores, you know, ain't nobody got time for that. Of course, next we're going to be going in with a foundation, and then I'm just going to blend that out with my Equal Tools Beauty Perfecting Sponge. You guys, I'm still on this sponge, okay? Somebody needs to come take it away from me because I keep abusing it, okay? I absolutely love this sponge. So affordable. You can get it at any Walmart for like less than $3. Girl, do not sleep on Equal Tools because these sponges are so good, okay? Of course, for concealer, again, we're going to be using the Too Faced Multi-Sculpting Concealer, and then I'm just going to use it under my eyelids. I also put some down the bridge of my nose and on my chin, but I didn't get any clips of me doing that. So for now, you guys are just going to see me putting it on my under eyes, you know. Same deal. Take the Equal Tool sponge, blend that sucker out, and you will be on your way. For contour, I'm going to be taking my LA Colors contour set. I still love this, okay? Obsessed. I'm going to take these shades right here, and as you guys can see, I'm just going to put them on the perimeters of my face to really just sculpt and make everything look nice and contoured, you know. And for blush, we're going to take the Pretty Vulgar. This is another thing that I've been hooked on. Like, so hooked on this blush. It is so pigmented. I love the shade, too. It's like a nice mauve-y. It's kind of like a nice cross between peach and mauve. I love this blush. Alright, so ironic enough, we have to go in with the star of the show, which I almost forgot to show you guys. Hello, who am I? I'm going to take the shade Capricorn from the palette. And as you guys can see, I'm running that beautiful turquoise shade right on my lower lash line area. This is the star of the show. This is definitely what makes the look pop, and this is what definitely gives it that Pisces touch, ironically enough, because this is not the shade Pisces from the palette. It's the shade Capricorn, but you know what? It is all good. Okay, honey? Alright, so I know Pisces loves a good glow, so we're going to take this center shade from the palette. It is just a stark white shade, and I'm just going to use that to highlight with this really funky brush, which isn't a highlighting brush, but it is all good. Lastly, for lips, I'll be taking Dose of Colors Warm and Fuzzy, which is just a really beautiful kind of like mauve shade, which I really think complemented the blush, and that is pretty much it for the makeup. So this is the finished makeup look. I absolutely love how this look turned out. To me, it just screams Pisces. Every time I think of Pisces, every time I think of you guys, I think of turquoise. I just think of this color all the time. Like, it's not royal blue, it's not big blue, like it's not green. It's turquoise. Like, I think Pisces, I think turquoise. My reasoning behind this makeup look is I wanted to do something that represented a Pisces to me, to keep it very neutral on the top, and then I wanted to do that pop of color for that fun Pisces, that Pisces who just is the life of the party, the artistic, the dreamer Pisces. Of course, I wanted to represent you with this turquoise shade, but at the same time, I wanted to keep it realistic, knowing that Pisces are very loving, very nurturing people. I wanted to obviously keep it very neutral as well, because I also feel like at the same time, a Pisces represents so much peace, so much love, so much serenity. So of course I wanted to incorporate something that was very neutral as well. So I think that to me this is just like the perfect balance for Pisces. So jumping right into what Pisces is all about. So the date range for Pisces is going to be February 19th through March 20th. So of course we are in Pisces season right now. So for Pisces, you guys are a water sign. A lot of time Pisces, I think piscina means pool in Spanish. Every time I think of Pisces, it's easy to tell that you guys are a water sign, even though Aquarius is just like all over the place because it's not a water sign, it's an air sign, and it says aqua, you know what I mean? Anyways, Aquarius is just like, we've already talked about her. We've already talked about Aquarius. Okay, Aquarius is not your moment. I'm so selfish. Okay, I'm so selfish. I'm an Aquarius. I always try to sneak a little bit about my sign in every video. Is that weird? Am I selfish? I'm probably so selfish. Oh my god, Elise, you're so selfish. So moving on, the symbol for Pisces is a fish. It's a cute little fish, and the ruling planet for Pisces is Neptune. So I'm just gonna kick it off with the most common trait that most of us, even if you're not into horoscope signs, you know about a Pisces, okay? Right off the forefront, Pisces are very emotional people. They're very in tune with their emotions. Usually the criers, okay, the ones who are really in their feelings, they're a Pisces, okay? You can usually tell a Pisces from a mile away. And there is nothing wrong with that. I actually think that that's a pretty funny trait because I'm totally opposite. To me, I'm just like, crying, I ain't crying. I'm not very emotional in front of people, but to myself, oh god, I'm a hot mess all the time. Pisces, you guys have no issue with expressing your emotion out in public. You have no problem with people seeing you cry. You do not care, honey. If you are in your feelings, everybody's going to know about it, and you are okay with that. You guys are our big artistic dreamers, okay? You guys have so many big, beautiful dreams, and I love that about Pisces. A lot of times I've had friendships, and I have friendships to this day that are Pisces, and you guys come out with the craziest things. And it's so cool that you guys just have these big elaborate dreams and plans that you just create in your own head. And it's really, really cool to actually have conversations with some Pisces with some of the things that they tell you that they dream about. And the things that they want in and out of life. You're just like, wow, damn. You're pretty deep, you know what I mean? Pisces, also, you guys are some of the most lovable and easy to get along with people ever. Like, really, like, I really truly mean that. Usually, Pisces are the ones that are so warm, so welcoming. Amongst all the water signs, I'll be honest, you guys are my favorite because I just feel like, I don't know, I just feel like I fucks with you guys. Honestly, there's no other way to put it. I just really get along with Pisces people. You guys give me a kick, and honestly, we are opposites because I'm not that in tune with my emotions, but it's funny because I have friends who are Pisces and they are so in tune with their emotions, and I kind of love that, you know what I mean? So I feel like a Pisces brings out that side of me that nobody really gets to see because you guys are just so nurturing and so loving, and that's the other thing. Pisces, you guys are so nurturing. Like, I know so many Pisces who are just so nurturing. Like, they're the ones who are going to take care of you before they take care of themselves. They will nurture the hell out of you. Pisces also make extremely great mothers. Not that any other sign doesn't. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that Pisces usually make great moms, and they're so loving to just people that aren't their children. So when they do have children, you already know, sis. They're just amazing moms. So loving. Like, come here, honey. Like, let me nurture you. You guys just make really excellent moms and just excellent friends in general. Something else that Pisces do have that isn't the best quality, and I really do think that is something that Pisces kind of needs to work on, is I've noticed a lot of Pisces are kind of like pushovers. Because you guys are big time dreamers, I've noticed that you guys aren't big time doers. Let me explain myself, okay? I'm not saying this about every Pisces. I'm just saying consensus, okay? I've noticed that a lot of Pisces, they have these big elaborate plans, these big elaborate dreams, but when it comes to taking the needed steps to accomplish those dreams and to get those things done, they're not like the kind of people that really push themselves to get there. Like a lot of times I've noticed that Pisces are the kind of people that start 1,000,001 projects but don't actually finish anything. And it's because they have that like dreamer mentality, but then they don't actually get to the point where they take the steps needed to accomplish those things. Because they're just like, oh, well, I'll get to it later. Like, no, like you guys kind of just need a little extra push. Feel like you guys pair really well with signs that are very grounded, not bossy and pushy, because I feel like too much bossy and too much pushy doesn't do well with the Pisces, because the Pisces will break down and be like, what are you doing? I do feel like Pisces, you guys can be big procrastinators because you live in like this dream world. And I'm not saying that you won't get things done. Don't get it twisted, you guys. I'm just saying that you guys need a little extra push sometimes. So you might notice that if your partner's a Pisces, you might be having to push them a lot to get things done because they just kind of like live in their own little procrastination world. A really good thing that Pisces do have, and it's something that I love in my friends who are Pisces, is you guys give the best advice. You guys give great advice, and I think it comes from that nurturing quality where you guys really just love the people that are in your circle really, really hard. I truly mean this. If a Pisces lets you in, like they will nurture and love the hell out of you. Like if you are their friend, they're constantly going to be checking up on you. Like I truly feel like Pisces, you guys really are one of the most compassionate signs. So touching briefly on the whole advice thing, I think you guys give some of the best advice because you genuinely really do care for the people that are in your circle. However, I do feel like one of the things that Pisces needs to work on is taking their own advice. In the past, I've had Pisces friends give me this advice where I'm like, oh my God, like life-changing advice. Like, oh my God, I need to like change my life around. I need to get my life together. Life-changing advice. But then when the shoe's on the other foot and I need to give them the same advice, they don't take it. So I feel like you guys don't really take your own advice. All right, so Pisces, I also feel like you guys are extremely chill, really easygoing. You go with the flow. You're kind of like really easy, laid back people. But at the same time, if Pisces is in their circle, they know how to party. Like I've seen Pisces turn the hell up. So don't get it twisted if you think that Pisces is boring. Pisces is not boring at all. I think you guys are a great time. I just think that you really need to be around your people. All right, so even though Pisces are known to be very selfless people, I do feel like a common quality amongst Pisces is you guys really tend to make others a priority and not yourself. It could be a great thing at times, but I feel like it comes a time where you need to make yourself a priority. And I've noticed that a lot of times Pisces, you guys are constantly putting others before you and you don't necessarily make yourself a priority. And I think in the long run, it's going to hurt you. So I just feel like it needs to come to a point where you kind of need to like pump the brakes and be like, wait a second, I need to prioritize myself right now. Like I need to go out and do this for me. I feel like you guys don't necessarily do that because you guys are so nurturing and constantly want to make others around you so happy, and you constantly forget yourself and put yourself on the back burner. That I've noticed amongst Pisces is you guys are peacemakers. You guys do not like confrontation. You guys do not like problems. You guys are not about that drama life. You guys are not here for the drama. A lot of Pisces tend to just agree with friends and not really challenge people and not really be the ones to speak up and be like, no, that's not how I want it done and stuff like that, because you guys just don't like confrontation. You guys rather just keep the peace and just keep it pushing. Pisces, I've noticed that a lot of times you guys do have very addictive tendencies. Now, don't get it twisted. I'm not saying that every Pisces out here is an alcoholic, a drug addict. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that you guys have addictive tendencies. I've noticed a lot of times that you will notice that Pisces, when you guys get hooked onto something, you become addicted to it. Like, for example, Pisces, I've noticed that if you, for example, like gambling, like if you just enjoy it for one day, I've noticed that it could easily turn into like a gambling problem with a Pisces because they just don't know how to stop. If you like something, you're going to continue to do it. One thing that's really cool that I've noticed amongst a lot of Pisces too is that you guys have psychic abilities. You guys have a crazy instinct. So many times I've had Pisces tell me that they had a dream and then not too long after that the dream comes true, or something extremely similar to the dream comes true. Or I've had a Pisces tell me like, don't do that because something's going to happen to you. And maybe it doesn't happen to me, but something similar happens to me. You know what I mean? I just feel like you guys have a crazy instinct, crazy gut feeling about things. And overall, I really do feel like Pisces, you guys do have some sort of psychic ability. Alright guys, so when it comes to Pisces and being in a relationship with a Pisces, be prepared to deal with somebody who is very emotional, okay, very in tune with their emotions, okay, so if you are not in tune with your emotions, if you are detached from your emotions, Pisces might be somebody that you find very like too much, because Pisces is very emotional and that is how they express themselves. They cry, they're very open with their emotions, they just let you know how they feel, they expect the same in return, and if you're not being that way, then they think that you don't love them, they think you don't care about them, because that's just how Pisces is. Another thing about being in a relationship with a Pisces is they will always put their partner first. They will always put their needs first. I talked briefly about this, but Pisces, you guys are very giving people. Give, 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 give. Pisces is also somebody who can come off very clingy. You guys are hopeless romantics, so you guys are very lovey-dovey. And lastly, if you want to be with a Pisces, expect somebody who is not really going to disagree with you too much, just because they want to keep the happiness, they want to keep the peace, they want to keep the lovey-dovey. They do not want discord in the relationship, they don't want feuds in the relationship, so they for the most part will do whatever it takes to keep everything peaceful. So the last piece of this is just going to be to just give you guys some of the famous celebrities that we all know that are Pisces. So of course we have Rihanna, who's a Pisces, Justin Bieber, Floyd Mayweather, which really shocked me because I did not expect him to be a Pisces, Millie Bobby Brown, then we have Steph Curry, Camila Cabello. So guys, that's pretty much going to wrap up this video. I really hope that you guys enjoyed it. I hope you got a kick out of it. If you are a Pisces and you thought that I hit the nail on the head, let me know down below. Even if you disagreed with anything that I said, let me know down below. I want to know your thoughts. I want to know if you think I missed out on anything. And of course, if you are excited for any of my upcoming Zodiacs, let me know down below which one you are waiting for. I only do them when we are in the season for them. So of course the next one is going to be Aries. So I'm really excited for that one. And yeah, you guys, I really hope that you enjoyed this video. Thank you guys all so much for watching. And as always, I will see you in my next video. Bye.